Good evening, everyone, and welcome to AGWSR High School, home of your AGWSR Cougars. Tonight, the Cougars will be taking on Glidden Ralston. It's about 2.5 hours from here, closer to 2 hours than 2.5. They are the Wildcats, I believe. Tonight, your starters for the Cougars are going to be number 4, Bryn Smith, the senior outside hitter. Number 17, Trevin Smith, the sophomore. Number 19, Karis Lippert, a junior. Number 12, Briley Metzger, excuse me. Number 15, Lila Vaughn, and number 3, Elise Olson. Cougars come in to this game at 16-23. They are the number 14 ranked team in Class 1A. Glidden Ralston comes in at 24-5 on the season. We will be back right after the playing of our national anthem, which is coming up. Again, welcome back to AGWSR High School, home of the AGWSR Cougars. If you are just tuning in tonight, the Cougars will be taking on the Wildcats of Glidden, Ralston. Pretty long trip tonight for them. A public service announcement from the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union thanks you for your support of your local team and student athletes. Statistics show that participation in athletes leads to better performance in the classroom and enhanced leadership skills. Thank you for making a difference in the lives of young women in Iowa. A huge thank you, shout out tonight to Greenbelt Bank and Trust for providing the live stream for you all who could not make it here tonight to watch at home. We greatly appreciate them doing that for us. On the floor to start for the Cougars, we have the Smith sisters, Vaughn Olson, Elise that is, Karis Lippert, and Tessa Spersloggy, along with Briley Metzger. Another service announcement from the Girls High School Athletic Union. Students who compete in high school activity programs have better educational outcomes, including higher grades, higher achievement test scores, and higher educational expectations beyond high school. The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and National Federation of State High School Associations thanks you for your support of student athletes across Iowa. Again, the Cougars come into this match at 16-23. I was doing some research earlier today, and the 14th ranked Cougars are 7-1 to my knowledge versus 1A schools, and 9-22 against 2A through 4A schools. Good serve by Olson to start this off. Right back by the Wildcats, puts it down in front of the blue line, and the first point tonight goes to the Wildcats of Glidden Ralston. Again, the Cougars have had the toughest schedule in 1A this year, and it has made them a lot better. Bryn Smith kills one from the back row, her first kill of the night, and that brings our score to 1-1. Bryn Smith is leading the Cougars this season in kills with 417. Good serve by Lippert. Tipped over, out, but they're going to say it was tipped. I don't know if it was tipped. I don't know if Coach Smiths agree with that call either. But on the tip, it will go to the Wildcats, and it'll be 2-1. Serve right back. Tessa to Smith to Metzger, who can't get it in. And the score is now 3-1. Wildcats. This is my first volleyball match announcing, so I apologize if I don't know all the terminology quite right. Smith sets it up to her sister Bryn, gets it over. Spersloggy to Trevin, tips it over herself, spikes it back at him. Again, puts it in. Great 3 or 4 plays in a row there by Trevin Smith, excuse me. And that brings our score to 3-2. Student section theme tonight for the Cougars is Pajama Out. For Glidden Ralston, I believe theirs is just Show Up because it's a 2-hour and 15-minute drive. So anything for them to support their team tonight. That is number 9 for the Wildcats, Lauren Holsing, with her second kill already early in this first set. 4-2 Wildcats. Serve is over. Olson to Smith to Vaughn. Trying to be saved. The rafters helps us there. It goes out on the Wildcats. Cougar point. And the score is now 4-3 Wildcats. And now Ava comes in for sister Elise. Now to serve for the Cougars, number 17, Trevin Smith. And that's going to be an ace for number 17. Trevin Smith has 34 aces on the year, make it 35. And that ties it up 4-4. Tips on the net, over though. Comes back. Olson tips it up. Smith to Smith. Bryn doing a good job getting the ball over so far, the Cougars are. Metzger Vaughn spikes it down. The ceiling helps us again, and that's another point for your Cougars. And now they are up 5-4. Vaughn with 2 kills. And the student section comes alive for the Cougars. Trevin, 3rd serve in a row on this small Cougar run. Smith to Olsen. Ava spikes it over. And it comes right back down, and the ceiling helps us once again. 3 points in a row. Our smaller ceiling in this gym is helping us. And that brings your score to 6-4. Again, to all of you listening at home, a huge shout out to Greenbelt Bank and Trust tonight for supporting this live stream and donating the money to make this happen for their faithful Cougars. Number 9, Holsing downs her 3rd kill. Wildcats serve. Spurslogi. Bryn with the kill. Doesn't quite get it all the way down, but it's going to go out anyway, and the Cougars are going to get the point. And that makes our score 7-5. Trevin to Karis Lippert. Karis Lippert slams it down. And the Cougars get out to an 8-5 lead. Spreading the wealth here in this first set are the Cougars. Nobody has more than 2 kills. Bryn to serve. Serves it out of bounds there. Uncharacteristic for Bryn. And that brings our score to 8-6. The barking dogs of the Cougars. Trevin saves it to Vaughn, who gets it over. Tessa sets it up for Bryn Smith, who smacks it down, knocks the girl to her back. But the Wildcats recover, and here come the Cougars again. Vaughn can't quite get it down. Good rally we have going here. Bryn Smith to Trevin Smith to Vaughn. Knocks her down again. The Cougars hammering it home here in this first set. Blocked by Vaughn. And that brings our score to 9-6, and the whole crowd here at AGWSR is starting to get into this game. What a start to this semifinal game for the Cougars. Tessa serves it over. Tipped is going to be the call, and it was tipped, and that brings our score 9-7. The Cougars are facing Glidden Ralston tonight. On the other side of this bracket is New Fonda and Bishop Garrigan, who are playing at New Fonda tonight. Winner will play in a site to be determined. Ava Olsen slams one home. And still, nobody has more than 2 kills, but everybody is sharing the wealth with their teammates here, and that's what you need to have a successful volleyball team. In to serve now, number 3, Elise Olsen, the freshman. Her serve, good. Karis to Trevin. Tries to get it over herself. Couldn't quite get it over the net there. And it's 10-8. The Cougars come in to tonight with 945 kills to the Wildcats 737. Serving for the Wildcats is Vanessa Kohler. And the Cougars get the point. 2 hits is the call, I believe. And that's 11-8. Good block there by the Cougars. Trevin going back and forth. Tessa to Trevin to Bryn, who slams it down. And in is the call. The Wildcats do not like that. Their fans are got their hands on their head, and I do promise you that these are state officials here tonight. 12-8 now is our score. Smith, where nobody is. Trevin puts one down. And the Cougars extend this lead to 13-8. What a start here by the Cougars tonight. I see there is a teddy bear tonight in the stands. As long as it's not thrown onto the court, it can stay. Bryn to Trevin to Metzger, excuse me. Can't quite get it down. Trevin goes up and grabs it, puts it down for the Cougars, and extends our lead to 14-8. And a timeout is going to be called by the Wildcats. With every timeout, we have sponsors from tonight. We have Don's Tractor Repair, that is Don and Deb Scallon, the Hairmeister, Farm Bureau Financial Service, Barry and Tammy Hoffmeister, Maggie Allen Photography, M&G Tire Service, Forgy Electric, H&H Construction, Flying Eagle Incorporated, that is Bill Eibling, King's Hometown, Rogers Incorporated, that is Paul and Darlene Rogers, Williams Underground Services, Angie's Beauty Shop, that is Angela Lukin, Current Electric, Bruce and Christy Burgess, Wellsburg Insurance Agency, PSB Reality, and Shipper Home Construction. Again, we thank all of you. And another big thank you we have tonight is Greenbelt Bank and Trust, the official sponsor of tonight's live stream for all of you listening at home. Again, we are thankful for all of you who are tuning in. Out of the timeout, Lippert serves. Slam down there. The kill is going to go to number 9. Again, her 4th of the night. That's Holsing. Four hits is going to be the call, and another point goes to the Wildcats. 14-10 our score. Cougars in the lead. Wildcats on a little bit of a run here. And an ace, and that gets the Wildcat crowd going. 14-11 is our score. Wildcats on a 3-0 run here out of their timeout. Getting a little energy back into their fans here tonight. Smith back to her sister Bryn with the left hand, puts it down. Wildcats come back. A good block there by Metzger and Smith. And Bryn sets another girl to her back. Metzger goes up and gets it. That is Briley Metzger, the freshman. Gets her second kill of the night. That brings the score to 15-11. Now into the game, Vaughn comes back in for Spersloggy, who is the Cougar libero. Briley with a good shot on the serve. Elise to Trevin. Puts it down with the left hand. Lila sets it up to Trevin, who goes to her sister Bryn. Puts it over. Not quite going for the kill there. And a tip is going to be called. I think it was indeed tipped. And that brings our score to 15-12. Again, as I've mentioned, the Cougars have done a good job spreading the wealth here with the kills. Glidden Ralston not so much. Number 9, Holsing's leading the charge. Olsen to Trevin, who backflips it on the set with herself there. Puts it down for another kill, and that's her 3rd kill of the night. The Olsen sisters switch. Ava in for Elise, and the score is 16-12. Trevin back to serve again for the Cougars. Good serve by Smith. Metzger to Smith, to Vaughn, can't get it down. And a point is going to be given to the Cougars for 2 hits. Trevin with the serve again. Done a great job all season serving the ball for the Cougars. Trevin goes to Tessa, who goes to Bryn. Goes up for the kill and gets it down for the Cougars. And that extends our lead to 18-12. Again, both teams here tonight are 2 wins from going to the state tournament. Either team will have to go through either New Wauwanda or Bishop Garrigan to get there on Wednesday night. Smith to Smith for another one. And it's 19-12, and Bryn collects her 5th kill of the night. Getting the first set tonight is huge for the Cougars. And they are 6 points away from doing so here in set number 1 in Ackley. Trevin, another good serve. Wildcats can't quite get that one over. And it's 20-12, Cougars. Again, the Cougars come in tonight at 16-23. That can be very deceiving for schools looking at our record. If you look at the strength of our schedule, it is first in Class 1A. And we play a lot harder teams than a lot of schools do. Another timeout is going to be called by the Wildcats. Cougars are in front 21-12. We have a few more sponsors. We have Van Hyden Tilling and Construction. That is Lance and Cindy Van Hyden. We have Seed Plus, Rican Egg. Van's Egg, that's Alan Jaspers. S&S Auto Repair. Four County Egg, Pilot Creek Properties, Iton Farms LLC, Abbess Lawn Care, Ken's Repair, Voss Studio, Pine Lake Corn Processors, Blythe Charitable Fund, Brant Seed, Sunset Law Enforcement, Barnstall Farm, Penning Construction, TLB Services, and Rogers Farm Shop. That is Sean and Kelly Rogers. Again, thank you to all those people who sponsor the Cougars, and a huge thank you to Greenbelt Bank and Trust, who again is sponsoring the live stream here tonight for all of you listening at home. Out of this timeout, it is still Trevin Smith serving for the Cougars. Jump serve, perfect once again, and it almost is an ace. Wildcats recover. Spurslogi to Smith, bangs it down for the Cougars and extends their lead to 10, 22-12. What a start here for the Cougars. What a run serving so far for Trevin Smith. Cougars have to finish this set here. Smith, another good serve. Switching it up where she's serving it. Wildcats can't get it over. They knew they come. They picked it up. 23-12. Cougars dominating this first set. It was back and forth to start. Bryn Smith already up to 6 kills. And Smith, Trevin that is, once again serving for the Cougars. 2 points away. Trevin with a diving play to Tessa, to Bryn Smith, serving it down. Tipped is the call. Tipped it was. And we are 1 point away. Set point for the Cougars. Can we get one more and get this first set done? Trevin. The slow clap begins. Cougars go up and get it. Tessa to Trevin. To Lila Vaughn. Slams it down, can't quite get it. Lila goes up at the net to meet it. Bryn. Cougars going back and forth with the Wildcats here. Oh, can't quite get it. Glidden Ralston student section comes to life. They need to get 11 in a row to make it go to 26. Cougars know that they are 1 point away. You have a few to waste, but you don't want to. Bryn gets it over, saves it. Cougars kind of relaxing here a little bit. Smith puts it up. Trevin Smith puts it over for the Cougars on hit number 3. Ava goes up and blocks it. It's going to be Cougar point. Set point. 1-0 is your score. Cougars take the first set. With the break in the action, we have a few more sponsors. We have Andrew and Carrie O'Connor. We have Fayette's Hand-Breaded Tenderloins. That is Lee Gelder. We have Eichmeyer Motor Company, GNB, Ackley Publishing. That is Jennifer and Darwin Faltzcraft. TNS Auto Parts, Greenbelt Bank and Trust, Innovative Ag Services. We have Eibling Insurance Services. That's Jeff and Joan Frazier. Hoffmeister Construction, Brandon and Christy Hoffmeister. And People's Savings Bank. We will be back right before the second set starts. Welcome back to AGWSR High School for tonight's semifinal action between the AGWSR Cougars and the Glidden Ralston Wildcats. If you are just tuning in, we want to say a big thank you to Greenbelt Bank and Trust for supporting all of you viewers at home by donating the money for the stream tonight. The Cougars are at 16-23 on the year. 22 of those losses are to 2A schools or bigger. Glidden Ralston comes in at 24-5 with not as hard of a schedule. On the other side of the bracket in the final on Wednesday night, one of these two teams will either be facing New Elfonda or Bishop Garrigan. Site to be determined. It will not be home for either team, though. Starting the second set for the Wildcats. Serving is number 2, Vanessa Kohler. Cougars start off just like they stopped the first set with a kill. Bryn Smith's 8th already. And that's our score, 1-0 here to start. I have been corrected. The game will be at Fort Dodge for sure on Wednesday night. That's the middle of all 4 teams, I believe. Double hit's going to be called on Bryn Smith. She knew it as soon as she hit it, and that brings our score to 1-1. Looking up at the scoreboard, the Cougars are sharing the wealth on the kills. Bryn has a few more than the rest of the girls, but Glidden Ralston's mostly running through number 9, Lauren Hulsing. Another one slammed down by the Cougars. Again, good start, and Bryn Smith's 9th kill early in this second set. I'm sure a goal for her every game is to get close to 20, and she's well on her way to getting that here again tonight. Awkward ball there for the Cougars to play defense on. Wildcats get it down, and that brings our score to 2-2. This year, number 9 from the Wildcats, Hulsing, has 185 kills. She is second to teammate Vanessa Kohler, who has 226. Those two are the main two. As I was talking there, I missed Bryn Smith getting her 10th kill of the night, and that's our 3-2 score now. Cougars in the lead. Ball is going to be in there. Number 14, Addie Bowl, finding the back line for the Wildcats. Cougars played the 50-50 there and let it go. Goes in favor of the Wildcats, brings our score to 3-3. Second set, Cougars in the lead, 1-0. Smith to Smith. Bryn right down the line, on the line. Number 11 for Bryn Smith. Have a night here. And 4-3 is your score. Kohler comes back for the Wildcats. Good defense. Lippert can't quite get it over for the Cougars, and it's now to back up at 4. Wildcats coming out with a little more hustle and effort here in the second set than they ended the first set with. Their crowd's getting back into it, along with the home Cougar crowd. The first time tonight the ceiling hurts us, and the Wildcats take their first lead in a while at 5-4. Serving is number 12, Paige Clocky for the Wildcats. I think that's number 12. I don't have my glasses or contacts on, so I'm going off my eye vision. 5-5 our score. Vaughn with her 4th. Spurslogi back to serve for the Cougars. Wildcats send it over. Trevin to Tessa, to Bryn. Wildcats starting to figure out how to play the ceiling a little bit. Tessa saves it. Oh, Bryn saved it to Tessa, who saved it. But nobody could get it over from there, and 6-5 is your score as number 6, Summer Toms, gets her first kill of the night for the Wildcats. And that brings our score to 6-5. On the floor for the Cougars right now is Metzger, Smith, Olsen, Spurslogi, and Karis Lippert. Briley Metzger gets it over. Wildcats put it back, but 2 hits is the call. And the Cougars get the point, now to back up at 6. Back and forth here in this second set. Cougars with the big 1-0 advantage here, and that's always huge in a playoff game to win that first set and have the confidence knowing you can win. Somebody looking out from tonight would think a 16-23 team would be hard to keep up with 24-5, but we're doing a great job as Elise Olsen puts an ace down for the Cougars. Her first of the night, team's third. And now the Cougars get the lead back. Come on, Elise, get another one. Another great serve there by the Cougars. Set a little off there. I don't believe that's an ace. I don't think it is. I don't know, I'm not very good at the whole knowing the exact rules. It is not an ace, but it is a Cougar point. See if the Cougars can start building the lead here. Sealing helps us once again. 4 hits, and the Cougars get up 3. Cougar serving has been on point here tonight. I think we've only missed 1 or 2 serves. I don't know if that's good or not, but I'd say that's pretty good as a viewer. The Wildcats answer right back, break the 3-0 run, gets their student section back into it. 9-7 is our score. That's number 2, Vanessa Kohler, with her 3rd kill of the night. She is also serving right now for the Wildcats. Trevin with the backwards flip set thingy-mabobber that drops in place there for the Cougars. Her 4th kill, and now it's 10-7 Cougars. Gym is pretty full here tonight. Brent Smith jumps higher, wants it more there for the Cougars, gets it down and brings our score to 11-7 in this fast-paced semifinal second match. Lippert a little too strong there on the serve. Out of bounds, it'll be Wildcat serve. And back to serve is number 6, Summer Toms, the junior. Smith goes. They're going to call tip. And it's Cougar point there. They did call tip. The line judge that the ball went at did not call tip, but the up ref did. That'll be Bryn Smith's 12th kill. And 12-8's our score. She's starting to get hot and take a lot of the kills, but it's working for the Cougars as she puts another one down. And it's 13-8. And she has 13 kills. Bryn Smith feeling it here tonight with the hot hand. Missed the first round with a toe injury, but that seems to be all healed up. And the team is looking good here tonight. 14-8 is our score. Serving right now is number 12, Briley Metzger, the freshman. Again, Cougar serving tonight has been very good. Metzger goes up and gets it to Bryn Smith, who puts it up. Trevin gets it over. It's going to be tipped, and it'll be Cougar point. Cougars have won so far the first 2 rounds in 3-0 sweeps of North Iowa and West Hancock. Glidden Ralston beat, who did they beat? They beat Storm Lake St. Mary's 3-0 and West Bend Mallard 3-0. So tonight was Glidden Ralston's first loss in a set in this postseason. See if they can respond. Lila Vaughn slams one home for the Cougars and brings it to 16-8. And the Cougars, again, extending that lead, not letting up on the gas pedal, putting the pressure, making the Wildcats respond, and they have not done so here so far. Vaughn goes up, can't quite get the block, but puts it back over for the Cougars. Wildcats send it back over, way out of bounds, too strong, 17-8 in favor of the Cougars. Cougars here cannot take their foot off the gas. Metzger with a perfect serve. Trevin to Metzger to Bryn. Doesn't go for the hard kill that time, just gets it over for the Cougars. Trevin puts it back up for Bryn again, just taps it over again. Nobody's there to put it back over for the Wildcats, and the Cougars get up 10. Come on, Cougars, 7 more. Bryn Smith with 14 huge, big kills for the Cougars. Back to serve for the Cougars is number 11, sister of Briley Metzger, Tori Metzger. They look like twins, but they are not twins. She serves it out of bounds. And it's 18-9. Cougars got to get one back here. Wildcats. First log, he goes and gets it. Trevin Devon can't get the kill down, but Trevin goes back with the left hand, slams it down, and gets her kill. The kill total to 6. The Wildcat student section sits down after this Cougar run. And Olsen puts one down for the Cougars. 20-9 is our score. Olsen gets her 3rd kill of the night, and the Cougars are running away with set number 2. Again, there's a reason you play best out of 5. Cougars have to keep playing here even though they're playing well. Vaughn goes up, tries to get it, can't quite get it back down. And the Wildcats get one back. And that brings our score to 22-10. Tess and Bryn look at each other, a little miscommunication there, and it's 20-11 now. This is what the Cougars don't want to happen, is the Wildcats to get a little bit of a run here. Go and see if they can stop it here. Lila's got to put it over after miscommunication again by the Cougars. Metzger to Trevin, to Bryn, who slams it home. Inbounds, number 15. Trevin has 6 kills, Bryn has 15. And the Cougars doing a great job. 21-11. Set number 2. Cougars in favor right now, 1-0. Good kill there by number 2, Vanessa Kohler. Slams it down for the Wildcats and brings it to 21-12. That's her 4th kill tonight. Her and number 9, Lauren Hulsing, are the 2 main scorers for the Wildcats. Bryn Smith lets it go smartly. And the Cougars are getting closer and closer to set number 2. Tessa back to serve for the Cougars. Puts it over. Good serve. Bryn Smith goes down and gets it up to Trevin, who gives it to Olsen, who tries to sneak it in the back corner. Can't quite get it down. And it's 22-13. The Wildcats showing fight still here. Trevin to Olsen again, tries to go down. Ceiling helps us once again, and it's 23-13. Olsen puts down her. I don't even know because the scoreboard's not telling me, but again, during this timeout by the Wildcats, we would like to thank Greenbelt Bank and Trust for their live stream donation here tonight, and that's why all of you at home are able to watch it for free. Let's see, where am I at for the sponsors? We have Stacy Drake, Jason, what do you say? We have, Don's Tractor Repair, Don and Deb Scallon. The Hairmeister. We have Farm Bureau Financial Services, Barry and Tammy Hoffmeister. We have Maggie Allen Photography, M&G Tire Service, Forgy Electric, Agent X Construction, Flying Eagle, that's Bill Eibling, King's Hometown, Rogers Incorporated, that's Paul and Darlene Rogers, and Williams Underground Services. Thank you all for your donations to the Cougars. Cougars are 2 points away from taking a 2-0 lead in this semifinal match versus Glidden Ralston, which is about 2 hours and 15 minutes from here. They do have a nice bus sitting outside that they took here tonight. Olsen with the ace. Brings it to 24-13, her third ace for number 3. Can the Cougars get one more? Olsen, the slow clap begins. Smith to Trevin Smith, puts it down with the left, and the 2-0 lead goes to the Cougars, and the Cougars are 25 points away from a regional final game in Fort Dodge on Wednesday night. We will be back here in about 2 minutes for the start of the third and hopefully final set for the Cougars and the Wildcats. We are back here in Ackley for this regional semifinal game between the AGWSR Cougars, your hometown team, and the Glidden Ralston Wildcats. Cougars are up 2-0. Bryn Smith with a commanding 15 kills for the Cougars. And the Cougars are 25 points away from a regional final game in Fort Dodge. We would like to say thank you to Greenbelt Bank and Trust for their donation tonight for the live stream, so all of you watching at home are able to. And Trevin Smith, another great start to this third set, gets the block, and we're up 1-0. Olsen serving again to start. She ended set number 2. Team leading 3 kills for Elise, the freshman. Tessa to Trevin. To Karis Lippert. The lefty can't quite get the kill down for the Cougars. At least the diving try there for the Cougars can't get the save. And the Wildcats knotted up at 1. Trevin to Karis Lippert again with the left hand, can't get it quite to go. Knocked far out of bounds by the Wildcats. That was number 2, Vanessa Kohler. Couldn't quite get that one down. Lippert serves it over for the Cougars. Good serve. Trevin tries to just tap it back over, can't get it over the net. And it's 2-2. Like the first 2 sets, starting here in this third set, both teams going back and forth, exchanging points. Now the first 2 sets, the storyline has been the Cougars pull away once they hit about 10. So let's see if they can get there again. Briley Metzger slams it home. The freshman showing the power there for her third kill. And it's 3-2. Now she's back to serve. Sister Tori in front of her on the court. Lila and Bryn can't quite go up and get that block together. And it's back to threes. Dig hit a little too hard there, but Trevin goes up and knocks it down anyway. Brings it to 4-3. The number 14 rated Cougars are showing why they are ranked despite the record. Again, they have played a very tough schedule this season, and it's proven to help them so far in the postseason as they've had some commanding wins. 2 hits is going to be the call. Cougars get the point. And the student section comes alive once again. Cougars cannot take their foot off the pedal here. There's a reason you play to 5 sets and not to 4 or 2. Bryn Smith goes for number 16 and gets it down. And Cougars are now up 6-3. Again, with Trevin Smith serving, we've gone on a few runs and we started one again here. I think the Wildcat coach noticed that and they call timeout. We have a few more sponsors. We have Angie Beauty Shop, that's Angela Lucan. We have Current Electric Iowa, that's Bruce and Christy Burgess. Wellsburg Insurance Agency, PSB Realty. Shipper Home Construction, Van Heiden Titling and Construction, that's Lance and Sydney Van Heiden. We have Seed Plus, Rican Ag, Vance Ag, Allen Jaspers, S&S Auto Repair, Fort County Ag, Pilot Creek Properties, Iton Farms, Abbas Lawn Care, Ken's Repair, and Voss Studio. Again, we thank you all for your support of the AGWSR Cougars and their successful seasons, especially here in volleyball this year. As the girls are 2 games from state. Smith on this little run. Every time she serves, we seem to go on a run. Lila goes up and gets the block. And the Cougars, again, extend their lead. Starting to pull away, hopefully, here in this third set. Can we get the 3 straight, the 3-0 for the third time this postseason? Positives to that is you're done in 3 sets. Negatives is we haven't lost a set. Not that you want to lose a set, but sometimes it's okay to lose because you learn a lot from it. And the Cougars have proved that this season with the tougher competition they've played at some of their weekend tournaments. It has proved to help them a lot. Metzger to Trevin to Lila. Doesn't quite get the handle all the way on that. Wildcats come back. Smith saves it. Trevin just has to put it over on hit number 3 for the Cougars. Bryn goes up, blocks out one. Good rally here. Trevin sets Olsen. Ava can't quite get the kill. And the rally continues. Trevin to Lila again. Good dig by the Wildcats. Here they come back. Olsen. Metzger saves it. Smith puts it over, and what a rally! Vaughn goes up, blocks it down for the Cougars, and what a rally! Won by the Cougars, and it's 8-3. Keep the pedal on the metal. Ladies, 8-3 is your score. Cougars up 2-0, 2 games from making state. Tessa saves. Lila can't quite save Tessa's save. And the Wildcats get one back at 8-4. Back to serve for the Wildcats, number 14, Addie Bull. I apologize to all the Wildcat fans listening at home if I pronounce any names wrong. Bryn 4 kills away from 20. Spurslogy to Trevin, sets her sister Bryn, puts it down. In the net is going to be the call. And it'll be Cougar point? Yep, Cougar point it is. Again, once the Cougars in the first two sets have hit 10, that's when they pull away. Can Bryn serve a little run here for the Cougars and try and put this one away? But number 2, Vanessa Kohler, says no and slams her 9th kill. But never mind. A double hit's going to be called on the Wildcats. Their fans do not like the call. Our student section is going to make sure that their fans hear it. And it's 10-5. Another one by the Wildcats, and it's 11-5. A lift is going to be called by the up judge. Cougars 14 points away from a regional final and a chance to go to state. New chant. Lippert to Smith, back to Lippert. Karras puts one down, hits the ceiling, which has been our friend. Doesn't help us there. Testa saves it. Lippert has to put it over and does, but the Wildcats get it back. Lila and Ava go up to block together, can't get it down, and it's 11-6. Cougars playing with a lot of confidence right now. Number 2, Kohler serving. Her and Holsing have been the main two for the Wildcats. But Olsen puts down her 5th, and it's 12-6. Cougars starting to extend their lead here. Wildcats playing with the win or go home. Ceiling goes up, helps us again. I think that's an ace. Maybe. Is only one hit an ace? I think only one hit's. Okay, it's not an ace. I'm not very smart at that, guys. I apologize to all of you at home. Your announcer does not know all the rules. 13-6 is our score, though. Spurslogi saves it for the Cougars. Smith to Metzger. And number 9 there, Lauren Holsing finds the open hole. Makes it 13-7, her 9th kill of the night. In to serve for the Wildcats, number 6, Summer Toms. Spurslogi to Trevin, to Bryn. Bryn, oh! That's probably the first one tonight Bryn's missed on a hard kill attempt. And it's still 13-8. Smith looking for 4 more kills to hit 20. Tessa to Trevin, to Metzger. Metzger again puts it in. And it will be Cougar point. That was Briley Metzger getting the kill, her 4th of the night. Again, the scoreboard's pretty spread out with the kills at 16-7, 1-4-5. Bryn obviously with the 16, but everybody else is doing their part too. Illegal something. Out of rotation is going to be the call. And it's 15-8. Cougars 10 points away from a regional final. Chance to go to state in Fort Dodge Wednesday night, 7 p.m. I believe. First time the Cougars will have to leave their home gym in the playoffs. Metzger puts one down again. Briley Metzger starting to heat up here in this third set. Her 5th kill brings our score to 16-8. And what a show these 14th ranked Cougars are putting on here tonight for the home packed crowd and the big student section. Elise Olsen, team leading along with Trevin, 3 aces. Wildcats can't put it back. 17-8's our score. And again, once the Cougars hit 10, they started to pull away. Timeout, Wildcats. Cougars 8 points away. And we have a few more sponsors. Pine Lake Corn Processors, Blythe Charitable Fund, Brant Seed, Sunset Law Enforcement, Barnstall Farm, Penning Construction, TLB Services, Rogers Farm Shop, that is Sean and Kelly Rogers, Andrew and Carrie O'Connor, Fayette's Hand-Breaded Tenderloins, that's Lee Gelder, Eichmeyer Motor Company, GNB, Ackley Publishing, that's Jennifer and Darwin Falscraft, TNS Auto Parts, Greenbelt Bank and Trust, Innovative Ag Services in Cleves and Faulkner. Eibling Insurance Services, that's Jeff and Joan Frazier. Hoffmeister Construction, Brandon and Christy Hoffmeister, and People's Savings Banks. All proud supporters of the AGWSR Cougars and their successful run as they try to get to state this year. To serve, number 3, Elise Olson for the Cougars. 8 points away they are. Bryn to Trevin. Karras with the left hand, puts it over. Can't get the kill down. Wildcats come back. Too hard out of bounds, not tipped. And the Cougars inching their way. 7 more. Ace, number 4 from the freshman, Elise Olson. What a team performance here tonight by the Cougars. 6 points away, as I said, from a chance to go to state. Karras to Trevin, puts it over. Trevin goes back, kills it down. Her 8th, and the Cougars are 5 away. What a commanding performance here for the Cougars tonight. Ace, another one from the freshman. 4 away. The countdown continues from the regional final game in Fort Dodge, Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Olson serving up a gem once again. Wildcats down to their last breath. Karras with the left hand puts it over. Olson goes and saves it. Smith, somebody's got to put it over. And we kind of just looked at each other there. That's okay. Have a few to give. 21-9 is your score. Bryn to Trevin. To Metzger, puts it down. Briley Metzger, heat up in this third set. 22-9. Lippert back to serve. Karras Lippert puts it over for the Cougars. Wildcats, number 9, Lauren Holson couldn't quite get it over. And 2 away. The Cougars will have to leave their home gym Wednesday night for the first time this postseason, but I don't think they mind with a trip to go to state. Metzger goes up, puts it down, and the slow clap will begin on this match point, game point. The Cougars, the regional final, 1 point away. The slow clap begins. Tessa to Trevin, to Tessa. Wildcats come back with it. Goes out. Cougars win 3-0. Third sweep. Oh, psych. Just kidding. We have to stay for another point. I don't know what it's called. They said it was touched. So the Cougars, the heart races for another point. 24-10 is your score. Will they go to Bryn to end it? I believe they will. Tessa to Trevin. The senior, Bryn Smith, slams it home for the win. 25-10, 17 kills on the night. The Cougars, 3 straights, 3-0 sweeps. And they are 1 game from going to the state tournament. They will play Bishop Gilligan or New Elfonda Wednesday night, 7 p.m., Fort Dodge Senior High School. In a winner-take-all, winner goes to state. What a night for the Cougars. 25-10 is your final, 3-0 sweep. We want to give a huge shout-out to Greenbelt Bank and Trust for sponsoring tonight's live stream. For all of you at home listening, hope you can all make it Wednesday night, Fort Dodge, 7 p.m. This is David Cope.